Hey everybody, this is Nehemiah here from Havoc Gear, and I'm over here off to the side of the screen. I'm going to give you a quick update on a couple of products, starting off with the Grim, which is actually our most popular inside the waistband carry holster. I'm very pleased with how it's turning out, pleased with the reception that everyone's had to it. I think it's everyone loves it, and it's just been great. So real quick update to it. What I want to talk to you about partially is these inside the waistband struts. Previously I've been using these Raven concealment RCS struts, which I love. They're great. They're really thin, really sturdy. They're injection molded, which is a very expensive process to get into. It's not something that I do here in the shop. So I do market that out. I pay a little bit, more money, of course, than if I were going to make them myself or make them out of Kydex like some guys do. But I find that these hold up really, really well. I trust them. I use them in my, everyday carry system, one of my everyday carry systems, and they're spectacular. These, basically the same thing. They're made out of the same injection molded material. They're not made by RCS, but take a look at the profile here. You'll see that the RCS strut doesn't have quite as much of a standoff. And I've noticed that on the Grim, some people I think have some trouble with the standoff on it. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the Grim to use these different injection molded struts, which are spectacular as well. And like I said, they're made out of the same injection molded material, have a little bit more of a standoff. So I think those are going to be excellent for you guys. You'll notice that there's even some space where you can actually see in between the holster and the strut, and that is really something that's going to help with the ability to tuck this holster. And I think that's really the thing about this holster that's really something that stands out to customers, is that they want to be able to tuck it inside their shirt, tuck a shirt around it, and this really aids in that process. So I'm really excited about that. One other thing that I'm going to start doing is I've noticed something about when my customers get this product. I've always shipped it with the RCS strut in about this position, if you can kind of make that out. And what that does is it provides a really deep carry position. This gun's been safety checked, it's unloaded, both of these guns are unloaded. Provides it with a really deep carry position. So if you put it in this position, this set this down. This pull the dot snap is in this position here, and obviously it's going to carry a lot deeper. Well, for these smaller guns, most people don't like that. I ship it in that position so that it kind of demonstrates how versatile these holsters are. Well, I am going to stop doing that for one reason, and that is that when I see pictures of these holsters coming back to me, guys are going, man, I love this holster, this is great, but then the picture they send to me, they have the strut in this position with some of this hanging off of the side, or out of the front of the holster, which, I'm not a big fan of. Obviously, it's not going to aid in concealment, having that little bit of extra out there, so I got rid of as much as possible. What I did on these new struts, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting this off for the smaller holsters, so anything from like a Glock 19 and down in size will have that cut off. Now if you don't want that cut off and you do want to carry it in a really deep position, that's okay. Just put it in order comments, leave all three of the holes on the strut, and I'll know what you mean. So you can still obtain it that way, but just for standard orders where guys order a holster and want to just pull it out of the box and start using it, I'm going to go ahead and ship it exactly like you see it here. One other thing I wanted to talk to you about this particular holster. This is the Grim for the Glock 26, 27. What I hold in my hand is my wife's Glock 26. This is cut, as you can see, with kind of an open muzzle design. Excuse me, I'm battling a little bit of a cold today, so like I said, it has an open muzzle design, and what that means is that you can actually use larger guns with the same holster. So this is a Glock 23, which is the next size up. You can use it with a Glock 17, which I don't have it here. Even the Glock 34, which I have here, long slide competition version of the Glock 17. It fits right in there as well. Obviously, you're going to have a lot more muzzle hanging out the end here, and the Glock 17 ends right there where the frame ends, so you can see how much more will stick out. But if you're a guy who likes to carry the Glock 17 and you also have maybe a 19 and you also have a 26, I'd recommend getting the holster for the 26. That way you can have one holster that fits all 3 guns. So it just makes sense. Or, you know, of course, you can have the Glock 19 holster, comes just a little bit farther out to the muzzle where the 19 is, obviously. So you can use that with the 26 as well. Any of my Glock 9mm and 40 caliber holsters will fit any 9mm 40 caliber Glock. So that is the update on the Grim. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.